moderate. So when I go live, I'm about to hit live. You'll just say, okay, like it's now live. Yeah. What happened to the go live button for YouTube? Hey, press one in the chat if you can hear me. There used to be a go live button. Again, press one in the chat if you can clearly hear me. Then we can go ahead and get started. Okay, let me check it. Okay, can you hear me clearly now? Even out of where on today's video, we're going to be setting up Facebook, Instagram ads for any of you that service extension clients. Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and get started. And if you need to voice your question or say something, just say it in Telegram and I'll just play it from there. So we're over in the Facebook Ads Manager and we're going to go ahead and create. So anytime you are running ads to get local clients, you're typically going to run leads, or you're going to do engagement. And what engagement is going to allow you to do is send or set up a messenger or a DM campaign. So for this example, we're going to use leads. Leads basically mean they can fill out a form directly on Facebook or Instagram, and then Facebook will send that information to you so you can follow up with them. Then we're going to do a manual leads campaign, continue. And if you have any questions while I'm setting this up, just feel free to ask again, or you can voice it in Telegram and I'll just let your audio play. So this is the campaign level. So in the campaign level is basically where we do our ad objective and determine how we're going to set our budgets. So advantage campaign budget on basically means you set your budget here at the campaign level. When you have it off, you set your budget on the next screen, which would be the ad set level, and that's where we do our targeting. So we're going to leave this off. I want to show you why, I guess, on the next page. So this is our ad set level where we do our targeting. We're going instant form, so they're going to fill out a form directly on Facebook or Instagram. Then we're going to select our page. Let's see. Here we go. It's going to ask you to accept Meta's lead ads terms for this page. You're going to view terms. We've already accepted this. You're going to hit accept and go back. Then we're going to ignore all of this, and here you're going to set your budget. So for this example, we're going to be using $5 per day. Now, what I want you to pay attention to as you tweak your budget is your reach. So this is why I tell you your budget doesn't really matter. There's a certain amount of money you need to spend in total to reach enough people to get you a customer. So at a $2 per day budget, our reach is estimated at 311 to 898. Now, if I add a zero and turn that to $20 per day, now our reach is close to 2,000 people to 5,000 people per day. So keep that in mind. You need to spend enough to reach enough people to net you a new customer. And let's say that number is, let's say we need to reach at least 3,000 people to get one sale. That kind of helps you determine what you may need to spend to get a customer into your business. So keep that in mind when determining budgets. It's definitely okay $5 a day. Just make sure you give your ads enough time, enough reach to net you a customer. So we're going to scroll. And I'm setting this ad up exactly as I would set this ad up for Dallas hair extensions. So we're in Dallas. I typically do a 10-mile or so radius. Now, so far, Dallas 10-mile radius of Dallas, we have 1.9 to 2 million people, which is a pretty large audience. So we want to try to shrink that a little further. So one thing you can do is you're gonna want to tweak your age. So basically, go through your client list or whatever and get a good range of clients that you deal with. Don't try to get everyone. If your clients are on average 25 to about 40, you want to put 25, 40 here. Now, if you look, we've pretty much cut the estimated audience size in half, 800,000 to 988,000. We're going to go women. Now we're at 403,000 to 474,000, which is still pretty large. But if we deselect this advantage detailed targeting, it should shrink a little further. Not really. So now what you want to do is start adding your interests. So you can go pretty broad here. You can do like local radio stations. So let's see, 979 the beat. Check them up. Is that even a radio station? K104. Okay, so let's just go broad. Let's go Cardi. Then from here we can go suggested. So right now with just Cardi B, it's 143 to 168. So we're gonna go suggested and get other people that are essentially related to her. Then we do Drake. So that gives us a decent sized audience. Just these people right here, these are musicians, 212 to 250,000 people. So that's good enough for us. So advantage plus placements basically means that your ads will pretty much show on every platform that Facebook owns, and Facebook will do its best to show your ad on the platform where it thinks it's likely to get like a conversion or a customer. You also go manual placements and choose the placements that you want to run. So I never run audience network, and depending on where your ideal client pretty much tends to hang out, that's how you're going to determine this. So you can go Instagram only, or you can go Facebook only, or you can go both. And notice how the audience size changed with this. Right now we're at 212. If I do Facebook only, it's 106. If I do Instagram only, it's 187. So we have more people in this particular audience that hangs out on Instagram. Press 2 in the chat if this is making sense so far. Also, drop any questions you may have. So now we're pretty much done with our targeting. For this example, we're gonna go Facebook only because Dallas hair extension specifically tends to get better results on Facebook. Show more options. So everything right here is good to go. We're gonna hit next. Is it okay to run both to see and then change? So I'm going to show you a way to test both, but I have to complete the setup first and I'll go back. So I'm going to go next. Actually, let's name this face. So now we're going to the ad level, and then the ad level is where we do our targeting. So we already have our ad. Let's see, add media, add image. She was offering a 3 bundle plus install for $350. Next, turning all optimizations on. Done. Okay, so now what we're gonna do? So if you're not good at creating ad copy, we're going to see if we can use ChatGPT to create some ad copy for us. So, hey, I have an extension salon. I'm offering 3 sets of extensions, plus I will install the hair for $350. Can you write some ad copy for my local Dallas Facebook ad? So let's see what it comes up with. Transfer your look with our extension salon, get long luscious locks you've always dreamed of, expert extension, blah, blah. So we can pretty much take this, just tweak it to fit your branding or your voice, but I didn't even have to read all this to know the copy is good enough. Let's see. So we're gonna go primary text. I'm gonna paste this. So typically my first line of copy, I like to call out like who I'm trying to serve. So ladies in Dallas. Again, make this fit your voice, your brand. We're offering 3 bundles plus install. 350. High quality extension with our extension volume. So this is pretty good. Again, you can go in here and tweak this. Contact us. Tap the book now. So I'm just going to change the last line, which is the call to action, to say tap the book now button. So you're going to change your call to action button to book now for this example. Then our form is going to be $350 bundle deal plus copy. So let me show you the form part. So you'll put your headline, and in our headline we typically put what the offer is. So 3 bundles plus install. And again, this is the form that they fill out. This is the form that they fill out when they click on the ad. And you basically just want to list what you're offering. So 3 bundles of extensions, install, up to 20 inches, style. So just list off what you're offering in the deal so they know what they're getting. Then now you want to request the information. So I typically request email and phone number. Then you're going to link your privacy policy. So you need a website or a landing page builder to have a privacy policy. So Facebook wants you to have a privacy policy when running these type of ads. So you would link that here. Put privacy. Then you can create a message once they submit the form. So say thank you, you all set. I typically, where it says call to action button, I typically do call business and put the number. So they submit the form, you get the information, but if someone's, in dire need for your services, they may want to immediately call you. So what's that site? You just add copy for you. That's ChatGPT. I can put the link in the Telegram group. Okay, then we hit publish. So description, leave your contact details so we can contact you. I forgot me a link. What's your domain? Dallas extensions. Okay, so again, just fill in all of this stuff required. Phone number, 2, 1, 2, 3. How is that not valid? I didn't even think of that. Okay, so now our form is created. So our ad is good to go. Now James said he wants to test both placements to see what works better. So we're going to go up here to our ad set level that says Facebook. We're going to click on these 3 dots. Then we're going to hit duplicate. So it's going to copy all of our targeting. So it says Facebook copy. Now what we're going to do is name this Instagram. So we have one ad set for Facebook, one for Instagram. So all we have to do is scroll down and change our placement. We're going to click on Instagram. We're going to deselect Facebook. Okay, so now our ads are good to publish. So we're going to publish this. Now we're going to hop over to clientme.ai. So now we're in our software clientme.ai, and since we have set up a lead form ad, when a person submits the lead form, well, actually, let me show you how to do this. So we're going to add a new workflow trigger, lead. So the purpose of this, add filter, select, in form. The form we did was 350 bundle deal copy. You want to save. So the up with the people that respond to our ad, because most of you are busy doing hair or busy with life. So if someone becomes a lead, you can immediately follow up with them. And as time goes on, when you get leads, they get colder and colder and colder. So we have a system in place that's automatically following up, texting the leads to warm them up to eventually get them into your chair. So immediately, as soon as they fill out the lead form, the software creates what's called an opportunity. Inside of the software, basically just their contact information. Then we get an internal notification, so we get a text message sent to us saying, hey, we have a new lead. Then immediately they get an email. So, hey, we seen you responded. So this was the old offer. So, hey, we see you responded to our 350 sew-ins special. Did you have any questions, or were you ready to book? So immediately they're getting an email. Then right behind that, they're getting a text saying the same thing. 350. Now what it's going to do is wait for a reply. So it waits 24 hours. So if they haven't booked within that 24-hour time frame, guess what they're getting? Another email and another text. Then it's going to wait another 24 hours, and they're going to get another email and another text. So again, the whole purpose of this system in place is to follow up with your leads. The more you can continuously follow up with them, the more likely you are to get them to book. Most people who typically run lead ads or messenger ads, they get all the leads in, but they don't nurture them, they don't warm them up, and ultimately get them to close. So any questions? Press 2 in the chat if this is making sense so far. Okay, so now we can open it up for Q&A, and the link to this software, clientme.ai, is in the description of this video. And also, if you learned something from this setup, please like the stream. We only have 1 like. Which part would you like me to go over? Again, if you got any value from this live stream or the setup, please like it. With you duplicating the ad, does that mean separate budgets for 2? Okay, so that's a good question. Forgot to explain that. So remember when we initially set the ad up, we turned off campaign budget optimization, meaning if we set the $5 here, it would divide the budget across the two ad sets, so Facebook and Instagram. So it will basically determine where it spends the money. But since we set our budget at the ad set level, each ad set will spend $5. Now, if you only want to spend $5 in total, you would just cut this in half and go 250. So 250 being spent on Facebook, then you go over to the Instagram ad set and change that to 250. Also, do you have ads set up? So yeah, this will be a replay as well. I mean, it'll be saved to my YouTube channel. I see we still have 10 people on, so again, we open up for Q&A if you have any questions. Again, if you found this live valuable, please like the stream. Say it again. Say it one more time. Do you see any questions? Okay, so I'll stay on for another 5 minutes. If we don't have any questions, I can go ahead and wrap it up. Again, the link for this software, this is ClimbMe.ai. It's all-in-one email platform, booking site, funnel builder, text platform, CRM, all-in-one. And again, we can do things such as this, like set up automations. Even if you're not running leads, if you get someone booking on your site, you can send them through something like this, or if you're giving out any freebies on your site, you can send them something like this as well. Raw hair exchange. Thank you. And I forgot who asked, but the other site was ChatGPT. So it's chat.openai.com. And basically to sign up, you just need like a Google account. Or not even that, just an email. But this will allow you to create ad copy. So I think what I'll do tomorrow is anyone interested in learning how to get new clients using Google? So like new local clients using Google. So I can share a strategy where you can use two pieces of software, so ChatGPT, and I'll actually show you a free method as well, because the other software is paid, but I'll show you how to get keywords for free using either Google AdWords or just searching Google, but basically showing you how to use blog content to attract local customers. So if we don't request to split the budget, is it going to spend? So yes, if you don't turn on campaign budget optimization, or what is it called now? Advantage campaign budget. If you leave this off, each ad set will have its own budget. So you will set your budget here at the ad set level. See where it says ad set name? This is the ad set level, so it would have its own separate budget. Even for hairstylists, because unfortunately, even for hair extensions. So what are you saying, even for hair extensions? But this is all applied, yeah. So if you're asking about the local stuff, yeah, all of this applies whether you do hair or sell hair. Because there are still people in your area that are searching for like bundles or wigs. Let's see. So I'll show you really quick. What city are you in? So I can do like wigs Dallas, and we have potentially 400 people per month searching for wigs in Dallas. Lace front wigs 40, full lace wigs 30, wig store in Dallas we have 20 people. So this applies for local brick and mortar shops, or you just sell extensions, hair, or whatever products you're selling, as well as if you provide services using Google, Ontario, Toronto. So yeah, it's still search volume for wigs in Toronto. Or let's see, extensions. So yeah, as long as there are people looking for whatever you have, in Google, it'll definitely work for you as well. Okay, perfect. So it'll either be tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll show y'all step by step how to find the topics or search terms to create blog posts about, and how to structure your blog posts to try to maximize your rankings, meaning how high you're going to show in Google without putting in any effort. Because if we go back, so like this tool I'm using right here, we can pretty much search about like the difficulty of the keyword, and as you can see, something like a lace front wig, this has like pretty much no competition. So I know I can target this keyword with little effort and probably get my website shown at the top of Google. So KD means keyword difficulty, like basically how much competition you're up against for that keyword. Typically anything that's like lace wigs, bundles, that type stuff, locally there's like no in any city. So you're typically going to have a 0. The highest you may see, if you're lucky, is like a 5, and that's still like nothing. Any other questions? Anything y'all like me to show y'all while we're here? Now, something like New York wigs, that may be high competition. Wigs. So New York wigs. So the difficulty, this is considered medium. 400 search volume and a potential of 3,000 visitors. So let's see. So when you're going through this data, one thing you want to pay attention to is domain rating. So even though this says it's a 26 competition, that's not 100% accurate. Reason being is because the number 9 and number 10 website for this search term, they have 0 domain rating, meaning this is probably a very new site. And if the site is new, then it's easy for us to compete, because this site is new and this one has 0 backlinks, this one has 9. Another thing, these their titles are not optimized for the term. So when we're titling our web pages or our blogs, we want to make sure we're including the exact keyword in our title. So this doesn't necessarily say what is our title? New York wigs. And since Google reads from left to right, the first thing it reads, you want it to be the keyword. So this first thing should say New York wigs, then it should say hair envy New York. So these are not optimized, meaning that's opportunity for us to sneak in the top 10 because we already see 2 people we can compete with. Another thing you want to pay attention to is the amount of words. So uh, even though this one has a lot of content, it's not fully optimized, so it's still at the bottom. But typically, we want to see what the top three competitors have as far as word count, and we want to try to double that or triple that. We want to try to beat them on as many metrics as possible, words being one. We're probably not necessarily going to try to compete with backlinks right now, but we can at least compete with words, and we can compete with making sure we have optimized titles, and we have our keyword in the title of our blog post, and we also have the keyword in our URL. So here where it says Wigs New York, this is somewhat optimized. At least they have the keyword within their URL. The only thing I would probably add to this is putting Wigs New York in my title. But these are your, I don't know if you know any of these companies, but this is pretty much your top competitors as far as Google is concerned in New York for the term wigs. Let's see what else we got. Does what matter? Oh no. I mean, yeah, we can to see if they're properly optimized. Let's see, lace wigs, New York. So this is the competition is a whole lot less for this. So we even have for number 7, we have someone with a 0 domain authority, which is a good sign. Then our number 1 competitor is Yelp with no backlinks. And typically this is a good sign as well because they're not optimized, they're just here because they have a strong domain. For the one says NAKD, is that a good thing? Yeah, I think what that means is there's no data at all, so it's just NA. Typically when it's very low search volume like this and it says NA, that just means there's really no competition for this stuff. Like lace wigs from New York, African American. This is definitely probably getting more searches than this. They just don't have good data on it, but I guarantee you there's no one that's actually targeting this keyword. So this would be an easy one. Really all of these are easy. Even like this wholesale, I know for a fact no one's going after this because I ranked for this keyword. I think this was like in 2017 or so with just a YouTube video. So I created like a slideshow YouTube video with this exact title, and I was able to rank. How much? I mean, if you're talking about ads management, as long as you're doing at least 5 to 10K per month or more in revenue with a 1% or more conversion rate, we can discuss it. Just send me a DM. I see we have a few more people joined. Did anyone else have any questions about this? But I'll go into detail with this Google strategy on the next call. I was giving y'all an example. Okay, perfect. So I was just testing this out, but it seems like ChatGPT has the ability to give you a list of keywords as well. No, I mean that's what these are calls are for. I don't have any one-on-one help where I'm doing it for you. Unless you're the reason why you're not at 5K is because of traffic. Meaning, if your site's converting at like a 1 or 2%, then maybe in that scenario. But if you have a low conversion rate and no sales to back it up either, that's essentially what the coaching calls would be for. Other than that, I could entertain like a one-on-one coaching, but it's essentially like these calls. It's just in a one-on-one setting. But before we wrap the call up, is it anything that anything else that you're struggling with, or anyone else struggling with on the call that you like more content on? Yeah, I actually got this for you. Send you. And there was some other ones, but I'll show you. Well, if we don't have any more questions, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Again, if you haven't liked the video already, like it, subscribe. Thanks for watching.